Welcome, everybody. This is a very special reading. We're going to be time traveling through the ancient civilizations, going to see the energy that is incorporated with you today during this Aries new year, starting off this kickstart fire. So we're going to be checking the energy to see what is currently building, growing, inspiring this next chapter for you, collective. Welcome, everybody. This is an intuitive reading meant for you. Trust when you found this reading, that is when the messages were meant to find you. The chaos. All right. Now, if you are fluent with tarot, chaos is what sweeps the old ash, the old dirt. It really sets that storm energy. When chaos is here, we have the volcano erupting. All right. So what is erupting? What is boiling? What is getting to its climax? To that point where it can no longer sit. It's like the hot lava gets to a certain point, it rises. And then there is that pressure. And sometimes when the earth shifts, it also sets off these bigger events within the world. Through chaos comes creation, the storm energy, what is needed to be shown, to be no longer resting. This is a big impact. The chaos is bringing in a different form of life, different form of a new age. So this chaos has been around for a while in the collective, and it could be most likely it's in your personal life as well. And you see that it's steeping out, it's burning, it's causing a lot of distractions, a lot of smoke, so it's unable to see. It's almost reminding me of a magic trick. Where the smoke and the illusion of what is right in front of you, and in a blink of an eye, it can be all changed. Everything can change. So this is kind of like burning that old energy to the ground, letting that steam out, that pressure that was needing to break through. And you can see, you're looking over like a pier at the volcano. So seeing the chaos from far, it's almost like a smoke signal. You're seeing it. You may be seeing this in dreams, seeing it before it actually comes into reality. And I feel like this is that energy. There's a lot going on in the world, a lot of chaos, a lot of corruption. So I feel like this chaos is really necessary when there is no more room to live in that energy anymore. It's like a pressure cooker. There's no more room for it to go. So that is when the fire causes destruction over what was already destroyed. Fire in the distance, a volcano erupting. So what something's erupting, I feel like, possibly in your life, but it's coming. You can see it's almost like running down the volcano. It's reminding me of like a vein where it's like the chaos is burning, but this vein of life, this stream here, this path that's forging. It's like it's the fuel from the chaos to bring forth creation. Something is, because you can look at fire, it can be destructive, but it can also be very resourceful, can keep you warm, guide your way. Fire is it's a source of power. When that power is misused with this chaos, and of course, I don't have to really mention anything, but what the power is misused within the bigger picture in the world, it eventually doesn't have anywhere to hide, doesn't have anywhere to go, except out. It needs to be released. It's like a smoke signal where you see this new life, this light, this fire, this stream of creation. It's like using the chaos as awareness, as to see through something that was beneath the surface, covered up, but it's breathing life. This fire is breathing life. It's breathing inspiration. Moving away from the broken, the destructive nature of intentions that were purposely forging to destroy, where I feel like this is forging a new path, like taking it's reminding me of like welding, right? Like a really hot piece of metal, and it forges a new path using the remainder, using the information to create a powerful place where the light will bring, I feel like it's going to bring truth, it's going to bring unity, it's going to bring people together, almost in a view that is seen for all to see, where there is no misunderstandings, or it's like it's this chaos is undeniable. So once it's all seen, you can't unsee it. But you can use that as a breaking point, a breakthrough. To weld together I feel like at times of chaos and crisis, people do tend to come together, tend to let down the judgment and the arguments, where this is like a collective consciousness that we can all agree upon. Something that is undeniable. And if you want to look away and not see the chaos, I feel like the smoke is going to almost engulf you. So it's almost like there's no choice to see it. See it or dissolve within the chaos. So there is this fire, purpose, a trail of, there's something opening up. I feel like the fire is opening up. Something very useful, something that will keep thinking of a campfire, like a fire is so useful. There's so many ways to use it. And I feel like this overcharged volcano symbolized the overuse of power within the world. I feel like this is like almost it's forming a new life. Like it's breathing life. Bringing only the information, the electricity, that power surge, right? That's going to create movement. Fire is all about purpose. The courage. And I feel like when we witness something that is so destructive, you become much stronger than you ever thought you could. And it's almost like everybody stops arguing about little things and look at the bigger picture. That there's a line drawn. There's a line drawn. And I feel like it's really, it's pulling at your attention. It's pulling at your heart chakra. And it's designed to crack reality, crack the material world, and what we once thought was a strong structure, unbreakable, shows the force of the universe. All right, we have patience. Patience. Definitely, I feel like there's been a lot of patience with the collective. We have number 28 and number 6. All right, so I feel like in these times, it's not to react, it's not to cause conflict or cause tension, aggressiveness. I feel like this is time to open up our eyes and see the destruction from others, from the world, but also things that possibly in our own life, you know, that could almost be a little destructive. And I feel like this is like a moment of acceptance, a moment of being grateful, and a moment of coming together. Go back stronger. No longer living in no longer wanting to live in the chaos. It's almost like breaks down your own personal view. Like, look what the world is doing. Now, how can we all use this to be better humans amidst the chaos? It's time to reflect, be humble, and not argue and be resentful. Time for forgiveness. It's under the Bodhi tree. That's beautiful energy. All right. So I feel like this is seeing everything, seeing the world. The rose-colored glasses have been removed. The chaos, destruction was necessary. But it was at its peak. So even though it looks like a disaster, it's a disaster that no longer hides away. It has already erupted. All right. All to be seen, this path. It's like a split in the timelines, I'm feeling like. Four of Pentacles, Taurus energy. It's all about holding on to things that we think we need, holding on to not wanting to change, keeping things exactly the way they are, being very stubborn, wanting to stay still, even if it's in the chaos. Being comfortable within the chaos can be very dangerous. And her eyes are closed, like she's not aware. She's not refusing to see the truth. All right? Holding on to her own values and beliefs, even if they don't make any sense. So I feel like this is time to go into a place of reflection, solitude, feel the stillness. Enjoy the quietness. Enjoy life without all the busyness. Getting back to nature. We have the Ace of Swords. New ideas. This is the beginning of a new perspective. Seeing something from a different angle. The chaos is mounting. And each stair represents something that you have something that you have has been brought to your attention. This is truth awareness. So your mind has been taken through quite a few cycles going up this staircase. Once you get to the top, you can see this light. You see the light through the chaos. Even the staircase, walking up all those stairs, be quite the journey. So it's all about learning something that you really wanted to hold on to. So I feel like this is a deeper understanding, a deeper insight, and no longer being able to look away. This lighthouse, the lighthouse is to guide you through the storms, so you can see where to move, even though your sight is blurred, there's too much fog. This lighthouse is guiding you out of the storm, clearing the way. A necessary change for the way we think and the way we see things. So this is like information coming in. This is knowledge. This is really elevating your perspective. Sometimes it takes something right in front of your eyes, witnessing it, to have to believe it. You have no choice. Until then, you may not want to believe the stories. You may not want to believe what everybody... You may not want to believe anything but your own beliefs, no matter what proof. And this is elevating. It's like elevating, seeing something from all angles and projecting. Projecting your ideas. Creating a vision. No longer in fear. This is standing strong, even through the tough times, the Nine of Wands. You're not broken. You may have had a long journey. You can see how long her stick is, wisdom and the light. But this is not backing down. It's been tough. The clothes are tethered, but it feels like your head is strong. Your head is where the light. You see the truth for the journey that you've been taken on. And you may be a little bit protective right now, cautious, what you believe. Especially since your whole belief system came crashing down. With patience, remember, life will always have these tough turns, these shocking experiences, but it's to pull you out of those limitations. We have the devil right here. So Capricorn energy, keeping you stuck in time, keeping you bound, believing something because it sounds good, it looks good, it feels good, and it's not overcomplicated. Whereas this energy is kind of like, enough. No. Even if something comes to you wrapped in a pretty package, you never know what's beneath the surface. This is a time to let go, to learn, to pay attention, and to take everything as the universe showing you something. We have the wheel, number 10. It's like you're learning to stand, strong, even though times have been twisty, turny. You can see this is not a stable wheel. It's been stacked up. But with luck and seeing beyond the obstacle, you're not wrapped up, stuck within the maze. You're standing out, standing up, no longer playing with other people's dirty tricks. Fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice. Wait, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cold. So yeah, I feel like this is you taking the steering wheel. This is you calling the shots. Taking a chance to roll the dice. Not fixated. Not fixated. Not fixated on never wanting to grow. So I feel like this is you believing in yourself, cutting ties to people that hold you hostage, hold you in a place that is in fear. That fear is why you hold on to what you have, because it's comfortable, but that lacks growth. So this is the wisdom. This is taking in each step, each piece of this turning, each maze you've had to go through in life. So you're freeing yourself from the chaos, from being stuck and holding on to the chaos, just staring at it, coming closer, right? Almost like in a deep trance. That's what this card reminds me of. It's like kind of looks like it's in a deep trance. This is you making your own choices by experiences. Being smarter. Not playing with fire. Not holding on to fire that is going to burn you. But using that fire as inspiration. As a light. Through the dark, through the storm. Taking life by the horns. Standing up for yourself and standing up for anyone that is going to break your trust. And this is you being very protective of yourself. not sucked back into the chaos, not sucked back into, don't worry, you'll be safe. Just stay in this energy. The chaos is what you know. This is being fearless. This is being a warrior. Saying, no, I've had enough. Being very empowered. Standing tall. And working with this energy instead of working against it. Not being stuck in your head. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. This is all about anxiety about something that's already happened and creating a lot of fears around it. Breaking free of that is your choice. You choose to break out of your mind, keeping you hostage. This is you standing up for your own beliefs, standing up for yourself, believing in yourself. Time to give back to you. Trust what you've been shown. Trust what the universe has been showing you. If you've been feeling this anxiety energy, that's the universe shaking you out of that energy, thinking that you are happy where you are, holding on to it. This is where you're no longer able to feel safe, right? That's where you're starting to feel shooken, and you're coming to an awareness and a realization that you don't need saving. You saved yourself a long time ago. And you picked up the pieces. And took opportunities. Took the opportunities, took the wisdom, the gains, and the growth. Only take with you the parts where life is showing you a different aspect. There's something to learn. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. Yeah, higher perspective. You cannot fool her. She sees the truth with a sharp sword. Very intelligent. Very wise. And has her mind set on goals that are towards truth. A visionary. Very trustworthy. Wants the best for all. Five of Pentacles. Again, there was something that was holding you, thinking that you were stuck, thinking that you needed to be saved, right? These bounds, whatever was you were bound to, you felt at some point, you felt guided and held on to it because you didn't see what was bubbling below the surface. So you have good intentions. You believe others do as well, right? And the devil doesn't come. It usually always seems like a good idea, right? Things that are only good for the moment are usually things that'll leave you locked out, left behind. But you have the key. You have the key to your freedom, to lock that door. This is your mind keeping you in a prism, holding you hostage, thinking that you cannot do something all on your own. And I feel like that was the bounds. That was being that you are being tricked with time. The time is on your side. The wisdom is in the experiences, and the wealth is in the values you learn, that your decisions will completely change. When you shift the table, turn the table, and see things from a different point of view. Our eyes aren't always telling us the truth. But you have the answers. You've been shown the destruction, and you've seen how your mind can be manipulated. But it's all about switching the dialogue, changing the narrative, and not holding on to anything because there's something you may be missing. A new point of view brings in opportunities to grow from the wisdom. And I feel like after chaos, after fire, the ground actually becomes better to soil seeds. So it's like it's going to create a stronger foundation. And now you have an understanding, moving away from what was erupting and seeing things for what they are, and bringing those tools, using your tools shifting your mindset that the universe has been by your side this whole time, guiding you towards your fortune, your destiny with the wheel. It's time to move forward as you've conquered you've moved past, I feel like, the low energy of reality. And it's like reality is only what we see with our eyes. But this is beyond. This is you believing what is beyond. Seeing above what was holding you hostage, what was holding you back. And understanding that the sharp truth comes with a cost. But it doesn't cost you your future. It doesn't cost you everything you've worked for. And you've learned to outsmart the design. Standing tall, standing free. It's been a hard, challenging time. All right, I hope everybody is amazing. Everything ends up working out for a bigger picture. All right, and I feel like it's because things were needing to change. There was a lot of corruption. So with this patience, have patience. You'll see the light through the chaos. After the storm comes a rainbow. There wasn't peace in the world. So this chaos is destroying all the all the secrets, all the dark secrets, and leaving a world for us to regrow, rebuild. And we have happiness underneath patience. Yeah, grounded. Getting back to not being restricted, not being bound, but being free. Free to plant seeds. That roots are going to grow strong. Be purified. And create love, compassion, no more confusion. All right, so the messages under the Bodhi tree. So, sitting under a Bodhi tree before the meditating figure of the Buddha. We're not alone. One of the other students here whispers to us, that the Siddhartha Gautama was born as a prince into aristocratic family. As a young man, he led a comfortable life, but was moved by the suffering of the world. He renounced his prosperous life for one of poverty and meditation, eventually becoming the founder of Buddhism. He became enlightened after sitting under this very tree for 49 days without moving. 49 days, interesting. What incredible patience. As Buddha casts his wise eyes in our direction, we can feel the depth of his serenity. Feels like he's looking into our souls. Yeah, so I feel like following this energy is quite different than this one, right? This is almost not calling you, but it's almost hypnotizing you, where we see this one. This feels safe, feels peaceful. This is such enduring stillness within him. He feels so patient with the foibles of the world, and yet very compassionate despite it all. Even through all the chaos, even through all the destruction, there's wisdom to learn. There is a reason for destruction when it is necessary to break down and regrow. All right, so the time traveler's message. This is a sign that patience is called for. Do not move forward. Do not make major decisions or sign contracts. Are we to see that devil? Knowing will emerge. The right decision will appear. As you wait, it's not uncommon for your imagination to be sparked. So savor over the information, but do not act on it just yet. I feel like this is that wounded warrior. Don't act as I feel like you're still seeing something. I feel like you're creating something. So be patient. Don't act in the same energy that has been given to the world. Sit with this patiently, because this is going to be this is your gift to wait. Wait until the right moment. You would not plant tomato seeds one night and then go shout at the earth the next morning because there are no tomatoes, right? That's exactly that give and take. Planting new seeds, it takes time to grow. Instead, you will trust that even if you can't see the results of your efforts, eventually tomatoes will appear. Whether you're waiting for an investment, a project, a relationship, beneath the surface, your life is transforming. I really feel that, transforming. Right? You're learning to rise above. Balanced. Even amidst the chaos, these storms are creating a stronger or informed or wise is actually destroying this feeling of helplessness. And you're realizing your power. Power and patience. It will pay off. Beneath the surface, you're transforming. You just need to be patient. If others are acting badly, remember that bad behavior comes out of fear. Don't look at this as a time of despair, but as one of preparing for your future. If you are willing to wait a bit, your dreams will come in almost miraculous ways. Right? So, amidst the chaos, there's creation. Look for the signs. Look for what the universe is trying to tell you. Look for the new information. This is clearing a path, clearing the way to fortify your own designs, your own desires. So this is the time to use these tools, use your skills, to not fight back, but to be that leader that changes, makes change, using your heart and your head, but with compassion. All right? I hope that helps. Look at that. Number 2, the High Priestess. Yeah. You're guiding the way. This is your intuition. Your higher self is speaking to you. Hope that helps. Bye.